Okay, should be streaming. Offline. Stop streaming. Start streaming. Ah, there we go. All right, okay. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, okay, that seems good. All right, so right, okay. So let's start the stream. So greetings, commanders. Welcome to the stream. I'm back. I haven't done an elite stream for 14 months. I haven't done any streams at all for 10 months. Yeah, the Frontier stream yesterday was very interesting. The idea of taking over a system seems very good, and it's given me the impetus to have a dip back into Elite. All right, so let's go. We are at Shinata Desria, and all right, okay. I haven't tested everything. Elite. The Elite feed doesn't seem to work in Twitch. Can't remember how I added that. All right. Right. So for some reason it has been changed to Starfield. Elite Dangerous. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So that's that one fixed. That's both of them fixed. Right. Okay. Yeah. So we are in Shinata Desria, and we are about to buy a Mandalay. So that's game extras. So going to game extras. So pre-built ships. And there we go. So we're going to get a standard Mandalay, not one of the pre-built ones. That's 1600 ARX, which is about £10 worth if you're going to buy the ARX. I had most of it yesterday, so I spent £5 to get the top up, and that's given me far more than I actually need. Right, so let's buy the Mandalay. Pre-built ships, Mandalay standard. Buy pre-built ship. Buy ship. Right, so I now own the ship. I'm not quite sure why that's going to appear. Whether I'll be in it when I get back in, or whether it's just be in the shipyard or wherever I am. You own this item. Right, okay, so I can't see anything else we need to do here. My ARX has gone down. Right, so let's go back into the game. Back to main menu and continue. So it hasn't put me in the Mandalay, so let's see where that shows up. It might be my fleet carrier. My fleet carrier is in a nearby system. So, right, we want starport services. We do have the new purple interface from the, can't remember what it's called, but yeah, I do like this. First time I streamed with the purple interface, so There's a few improvements that could be made to the colours, but it's okay as it is at the moment. Right, so it says I've got 11 stored ships. I don't think the Mandalay is going to be one of them here. So, oh, yes, it is. Ready to deploy. Okay, so let's deploy it. Deploy pre-built ship. Right. Mandalay, okay. Use this ship. Right, so we are in the cockpit of the Mandalay. Right. Let's have a quick look at the stats before we start doing anything with it. So, right, so ship. Right, so the current jump range is 31 light years fully laden, 33 unladen. And that's really the only thing I'm interested in. Let's see how we can get that up. Hopefully, I'm aiming for 100 light years plus. Right, so start ship services, and we'll go into outfitting. So first thing I'll do is I'll sell the hard points. I can't remember how do you sell them. How do you sell them? Sell 0 credits. Okay. It's just a pulse laser. Sell. So first thing I'm going to do is make the ship as light as possible. All right, so optional internals. What have we got here? So cargo rack, shield generator. Right, so let's store the cargo racks. Right, so I don't want to sell it. Pre-built ship. Pre-built ship modules cannot be stored. Okay. Right, so we will sell it then. It's not like they're expensive. Shield generator. Sell that. And a rack, we'll sell that too. Right, let us sell it. Why won't you let us sell it? Replace module. Store it? No, can't store it. I can't sell it. Can I swap it for something else? Alright, okay, it's not letting us sell it. So theoretically it doesn't weigh anything when it's empty, so that shouldn't be a problem. Right then, core internals. So we'll change that for lights one, so we'll buy that. Replace module. Okay, so we want the lightest one, which should be. Okay, there isn't a 1D. Just a minute. That's armor. Lightweight armor. So that is the thing. Right. Okay, that is the replace module. So which is the lightest? So that is heavier. 1C, 1A is all boost. Right, so the 1C seems to have no mass at all. Okay, lightweight alloys, okay. Alright, so 1C is already fitted. Right, okay, so B, there isn't a D. There's normally a D, but yeah, there's no D. So C is the lightest one. And that's already fitted, so can't do anything there. Right, power plant. Right, we're going to replace this with the lightest one we can fit in there, and we will build up the power afterwards. So put that one in. Equip module. Thrusters. Right, so we'll leave the thrusters for now. Frameshift drive. All right, so that's an SRC one. So can I store that? No, I can't. Replace this. So we're going to again put the lightest one in there. 2D. Unavailable. Super crew overcharged. Right. So why is it unavailable? Right, so it looks like 5. What was in there at the moment? 5 A's in there at the moment. So that is the. Oh no, what is in there at the moment? Frameshift drive 5C. All right, so yeah, we'll replace that with a 5D. That saves us 8 tons. Right. So right, so that's probably reduced our jump range, but it's made us lighter. Right, so now life support. I'll replace that with a 4D. Right, power distributor. Replace that with a. What's the lightest? That's down. So 2D is the lightest, so we'll put a 2D in there. Sensors, so that will be a 5D. Fuel tank. We'll leave the fuel tank. Right, okay, that is the ship as light as it could be. Right, so now what we'll do is we'll go to the engineering and we will engineer everything to be lighter apart from the thrusters. So engineering, right, so so we're actually going to get rid of this, but we'll leave that one till last. So 2D select, we want change enhance power distribution. Right, so that. All right, I haven't got the. Right, engines. We're going to leave those. Power plant. Go and make that lighter. And that's overcharged, so it looks like I am going to have to go and fly around a bit. Armor. Should be able to make that lighter. No, I've got heavy duty. Sensors. Yeah, we've got lightweight sensors, so let's generate that modification. Right, so we've got the new engineering thing where we guaranteed results. I'm fully stocked up with all of the engineering resources, so that shouldn't be a problem. Right, so we're not going to try and fully build the ship straight away because we may be able to do. There's a ship build called the Jumbaconda, which if you search for on YouTube, you'll be able to find. Somebody's joined me. Yeah, so yeah, you'll be able to find. So what I'm trying to do is get the ship as light as possible. They will then put the smallest possible thrusters in, because thrusters can only be put in if the ship is light enough for that level of thruster. But what you can do is after you put your thrusters in, you can then make the ship heavier, which will be too heavy for the thrusters normally. But you then have the lighter thrusters, which means you can jump further. So, right, so that has got the ship a little bit lighter. So that's the armour. Life support, I should be able to make that lighter as well. Yeah. Right, generate modifications. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to have to fly around some of the engineers and get the other things made lighter. I'll then come back here and put in the smallest possible thrusters, and then we'll switch the start putting things in like fuel scoops and frame shift drive. Right, okay. So they're the only ones I have that I can do here. Right, so let's see what that's done to the actual stats. So we've got a jump range of 22. Right, so as we're coming back here, we don't need to have it straight away. So what I'll do is I'll put in a decent frame shift drive, so we don't have to spend loads of time jumping between systems. So right, so what's it? Core internals, frame shift drive. Let's see if have I got one in stock already here. So pre-engineered. So it's level 5 is pre-engineered one. So that'll give us 73 light years straight off. All right, so we'll equip that one. I'm not sure if I've actually done any additional things to that. Let's see, how do you view the modifications? Cannot remove the modifications. I can't tell if this has been got any experimental effects on it. Actually, that'll probably be the jump drive we use on the final build, so I can go and get that engineered as well. Right, okay. So welcome, Doc Sear 66. Yeah, if you've got a question, just put it in chat and I will see if I can answer it. I haven't actually played the game much in the last 14 months. All I've done in the last 14 months is logged in, look at a nice pretty purple screen, move my fleet carrier and get bored and go and do something else. I did buy the type the Mark II Python and engineer that, and I did go through, spent a day just collecting resources so I can engineer things quickly again. But yeah, if you've got a question, just put it in a chat and I'll see what I can do. I should really put some alert on to have an audio alert when somebody posts me a chat, because I wasn't aware of anything was said there. Right, so we have a very light ship now. Let's go and make it even lighter. So where are we going first? I think we'll probably go and see Prof Paling first. Arsenic. Right, so you need arsenic for engineering for your FS drive. You can use either way website. Right, so what I do for mined materials is I go to a system called, let me just see if I can remember what it's called, where there is a crashed anaconda. There you can pick up the rare mined resources in relatively large quantities, even larger since they did the update when they released the Python Mark II. And then I go to a material broker and convert the expensive resources into whatever I like. And that way you can actually build up everything you need very quickly. Right, let me just see if I can remember where that system is. So it is right. Scanned mining resource, mission rewards. Right, so the resources you can collect. Right, here we go. The resources you can get from there are antimony, ruthenium, beryllium, tungsten, and zirconium. Apart from zirconium, they are all level 4 resources. Actually, I'm not sure about antimony. Can you get antimony from there? But it is in. Right, let me see. Oh, I can send a message here. So let me send a message through there. So, right. So let me post. Right. So yeah. So hopefully you'll see that on screen now. The system. It's COLI space DISCII, and the planet is C6A. On that planet there is a crashed anaconda. And from there you can get large amounts of high grade mined resources. So yeah, hopefully that's answered your question. Right, so back to the game. We are heading towards Prof Palin. And he should be in it's there, I think. Oh, I'm still in. Let's go back to I don't want power play view. Power play now. Trying to remember how to use these menus. Not used them much for a year. I'm going to get rid of the power play stuff. There we go. And we want what do we want there? We'll probably go for economy. No, that hasn't worked. Pilots Federation. Oh, select all. That should do it. Right. So and Prof Palin is over here. Is that going to take me? Right, so it seems like you're on the way to do that. So yeah, so yeah, I would bookmark that system. That's where I get all my resources from now. I do pick up resources when I'm driving around the planet if I just happen to see them, but try to search for them on the planet takes forever. And you can use Inera to find out where your nearest material merchant is, and yeah, just go over there and convert those into. I think it was arsenic you're after, wasn't it? I think arsenic's a lower level one, so you're probably going to get quite a lot of those. And when you're at the spaceship, if you just log out and log back in again, that will repopulate the location, and you can just go around again and get another load of resources. If you do that about 4 times, you will be full of the level 4 resources, and that will give you enough of the lower level ones for anything you're going to need for a while. Right, let's see. Let's launch now. I haven't got any shields. I will put shields on when we're ready, and when we've got the smallest thrusters in.
Ship uncoupled. You are go for departure.
All right, I was quite manoeuvrable, even though even though we're light. I mean, not yeah, we've got small thrusters. How fast are we going? Alright, yeah, we've got. Alright, so looks like it's 287, and we boost to 356. So that will probably drop when we put the smaller thrusters in. But let's see what we can do there. It may be that we can't actually put smaller thrusters in, but I'm going to give it a go. Right, I can't remember what Prof Palin does. I think Prof Palin does thrusters and frame shift drive, so we'll get him to make our frame shift drive lighter. I've not got any, so who do we go to after that? We need to go and get the armour made lighter. So let me remind myself who does what in the engineers. Right, so we're going to see Prof Palin because he's close by. And who's after Prof Palin? Yeah, he does thrusters, so we may have to go and see him after we change the thrusters again, and frame shift drive. Actually, they are two things that we don't need, so we don't actually need to go and see him yet. So armor, right? So we need to get armor lighter. So that's in Cook. Laurie Johnson, she does sensors. Alright, okay, let's go and get our sensors. Oh, no, I did the sensors, didn't I? I did the sensors, so we don't need the sensors lighter. So thrusters, that can come later. Right, I think we should go to Cook actually and get the hull reinforcements lightened. So, right, galaxy map. Right, where is it? Was that the one that's down the bottom? No, I'm sure it's up here. There it is. Cook. Oh, gone back to power play. Why's it gone back to power play? I thought I'd turn that off. I did turn it off. Oh, there we go. That's Fogoid War. Oh, that's different anyway. That's right. So we are going here now. And right. Don't know how much fuel this thing uses up. Alright, so we're doing a 62 light year jump, and it's only using like a sixth or a seventh of a tank. That's good. That means you'll be able to do like 4 jumps. Four or 5 jumps on a tank before needing to refuel. That will be useful when you're around the edge of the galaxy where there aren't that many stars to refuel at. Yeah, so we've got a pre-engineered frameshift drive in here at the moment, which will probably be the one I keep. I'm not sure if I had any experimental effects on that. Right, I haven't got the what's it thing to zoom us around the system, so it's going to take us a couple of minutes to get over to what's the name of the engineer we're going to see. It is Celine Jen. Alright, so let's decide what we're going to do next. After we have these lightened. Right, so I'm doing right. So we want to look at the modules. Right, so the thrusters and the frameshift drive are going to be last. Life support, that's already done, and there's no experimental effects for life support. Distributor. Right, so who does the distributor? I think I need to go to yeah, I need to go to wired for that. Yeah, I don't want to do that in open, so I will switch to solo to go over there, and we'll get those lightened. Sensors have been done. Oh, Super Cruise Assist. Does that weigh anything? I'll get rid of that if it doesn't weigh anything. Cockpit canopy, power plant. Right, the power plant. Who do you want to see for the power plant? I think we're off to right. Marco Quint at Sirius does level 4 power plants. Who does level 5 power plants? Right, so Hydra Tani, she's at Kukui. She does level 5 power plants, but that's quite a long way off. Is there anybody else who does level 5 planet plants that's closer? Right, so we're getting closer now. Alright, not got any weapons, so let's put the remaining pips into systems. I mean, I'm going to shields either, so that doesn't really matter. Alright, I'm hoping this 7-second rule still applies. I haven't driven around a system without the new SCS for a long time, and it did seem like it was slightly different. Now then, what's the betting? This is on the other side of the planet. Get a nice approach angle. Speed it up. Right, it started doing that since I've come back. I think that they changed the way it speeds up, but it tends to speed up too fast before you drop out. Right, I've lost it. Where's it gone? Right, okay, we should be able to spiral down at that. Oh, I come out 36 kilometers away. Right, probably going to take a while to get there with top speed of 300 and what was it? 360. Yeah, so what we're doing is we're trying to get the ship as light as possible, because there was a cheat that worked with the Anaconda where if you get the ship as light as possible, you can put a small thruster on there that can't propel the ship when it's at its full weight. So we're going to try and get the ship as light as possible, put the smallest thrusters on there, and then we'll build the weight of the ship up after we've managed to install the light thrusters. And that might be able to get us a little bit more on the jump range. Unfortunately, I've got all my engineers' blueprints pinned on combat rather than exploration, so we're going to have to go around the engineers to pick up the lightweight upgrades. See, it sort of maneuvers like a Python. This is the one I'm supposed to land on, isn't it?
Attention, clear the landing zone immediately.
Oh, I haven't requested landing. Request docking.
Docking
Right.
permission denied. Access granted.
There we go.
Proceed to landing pad 07.
Landing gear deployed. Hull integrity compromised.
Right, so let's refuel and repair.
Touchdown.
Local services.
Ship restraints. Your arrival has been noted.
And good contacts, isn't it? No? Engineering workshop, there we go. Right, armour. Select. Lightweight. Generate. Right, so that's 3% lighter. Right, okay, so what's that? That's what's that done for our weight? So 71%. All right, minus. Right. I'm not 100% sure what that's done percentage-wise for the weight. Right, experimental effect. Experimental effect. Right, so I think we want if deep plating, lead plating. So, do any of these affect weight anymore? Hull boost. Thermal resistance. Align plating. I don't think these are actually going to make any difference to the weight. So we definitely don't need explosive resistance. Deep plating gives us, if we want anything, we're not going to want thermal resistance. So let's get that one. Because, yeah, you don't want to burn up in stars. Right, okay, let's see what that has done for our jump range. So it was at what, 73, I think, before we did that. And oh, it's still at 73. Jump range. Right, so it's made absolutely no difference. So how much does our how much does our right, obviously on core internals, how much does our shields weigh? Right. I don't think that's actually done anything. I think our shields didn't weigh anything in the first place. So I suspect that's made absolutely no difference whatsoever. Yeah, we were on 1C shields. and they were showing us no weight, so that may not have made any difference at all. So even though it's made us probably weaker, it's not made any difference. Right, okay, we'll leave them as they are. We can undo those at any time if we want to. Let's go now. Right. Oh, I don't want to get out. Oh, look, we can. Oh, no, I actually had a look around the outside yet. Okay. The important thing here is the feet are all close together. One of the problems when you're exploring is trying to find a small enough, or when you're exploring in an anaconda, is finding a place small enough to land. So having a very small base for your feet is important. So you don't need a huge area to land on. Right, let's get back in, if I can remember how to do that. Right, so yeah, we'll exit back to the main menu, and we'll come back in solo and head off to weird. Don't want to go there in open, because that's at least it used to be a system where there's a lot of PvP people in there. So right, launch. Right, I don't think it's actually very far from here, so it should be one jump. Where is it? Well, there it is down there. All right. What's the chances of us being able to jump straight there? Oh, we can. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, and most ships have a D-rated hull reinforcement, which is lighter, and but this one seems C is the lightest one, and it seems to have no weight. So yeah, making it lighter makes no difference to your jump range. So I might after we've done it, I might scrap that update, and because it makes the hull weaker. And again, you want the hull to be as strong, even though it's even though it's an exploration ship. You want your hull to be as strong as possible, just because it takes a battering when you're landing on high G planets. All right, I'm going to slow down a bit.
Orbital flight engaged.
remember to request docking as well this time. Hull creaks a little bit in glide mode.
Zorban Peterson Oscar Victor Echo.
I think we're getting the
Call initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing.
was it power plant? Power plant engineered here. Am I facing the right way? I think so. No. Oh. Yeah, I'm facing the right way, just gone a bit too far. Alright, so local services,
Docking procedure completed. Ship secured.
engineers workshop. Oh, it's a power distributor, isn't it? So power distributor. Actually, I'm not even sure you can do a lightweight power distributor. We may have come here for no reason as well. Right, so shielded, weapon focused, system focused, engineer, engine focused. Actually, we might as well engine focus it. Or do we want charge? Yeah, I think we'll probably engine focus it because that's the only one we're really going to need. Or should we just do it charged? Right, no. Oh, it says it's already engine focused. Right, okay, so this must be one I had lying around. Let's put an it's already stripped down as well. So, all right, another wasted trip. Yeah, we've already got a stripped down one in here, so that was a waste of time. Right, okay, where's next? So we've done the sensors. Haven't got any shields yet. We'll do them later. Frame shift drive, we're doing that afterwards as well. Right, what do we still need to make lighter? All right. Right. So, should on internals. What core internals? So, we've done the sensors. We've done the life support. Frame shift drive. We'll do that afterwards. Thrusters, power plant. Actually, I think that's it. I don't. Yeah. The hull is done, but it didn't make any difference. So I think we can go back to Shinar to Deseret and see how small a thrusters we can get. All right. So oh, what happened there? Connection error. Crashed. Ooh, it's crashed. Okay. Gonna sort of expected the servers to be busy tonight. So let's log back in. Have the servers gone down, or is it just a temporary loss of? Right. Okay. Launch. Galaxy map.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
Oh, looks like I'm in open now. Better get out of here quick.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm betting a combat ship can't follow me 60 light years, so it should be
Control
okay.
protocol now offline. Thank you, Commander.
4, 3, 2, 1. Frameshift drive charging.
Right, so back to Shinata Desria. Put in the lightest thrusters possible, and then we'll see what we can do with the frameshift drive. At the moment, it doesn't seem like it's going to be any better than an Anaconda. I mean, my Anaconda has got a jump range of 80, 81 light years. I have had it up to 83 before I put twin SRVs in it. What's the rebuild on this ship? It should be low because rebuild cost 5,000 credits. Yeah, so I don't need to worry about getting shot down. Yes, I'm only paying for rebuild on the one thing that I've put in here, which is the frameshift drive. So, hi everybody. Are you all planning on getting Mandalay? And if so, what do you tend to use it for? Are you going to be doing any long trips?
Sorgan Peterson, Oscar Victor Echo. Welcome to the station, Commander. Please fly safely. Access granted. Please head directly for Bay 15.
Got to get used to the new colours. I'm not quite sure what a yellow highlight means with this colour scheme. Right, where are we going? Docking Bay 15, which is at the back. Actually, my cockpit color scheme has changed back to orange.
Hull integrity compromised.
Interesting.
Docking successful. Perform
Right,
loading checks.
starport services.
Greetings,
Oh,
Commander.
that's purple. So not everything's changed back to orange. Maybe it's not been set up yet for the Mandalay, the color scheme thing. Right. So back to outfitting. So that trip was pretty much pointless because it's not actually made any difference to the weight of the ship. So we could have probably done this straight away. Right. So what does it tell me what the weight of the ship is? Speed, top speed, no, pitch, no. Right. So right then. Well, core internals. So that's yeah. So that doesn't actually have any mass associated with it. So making it lighter hasn't made any difference whatsoever. Power plant. That's got a mass of 1 ton. Actually, we were going to get the power plant made lighter, weren't we? All right, we forgot about the power plant. We did the power distributor. Right, so forgot about the power plant. Right. Right, let's go and make that lighter then. So where was the power plant? I think that is. Oh, that was the one we need to go to Cook. Not Cook. Right, see if we can put lighter thrusters in before we do that. So, right, so thrusters, replace module. So 4D. So 4D is lighter. Do thrusters go lighter than 4D? It's 3D. Right. So 3D at the moment. Right, so 3D would save us 2 tons, but that is. Does that tell us what the max weight is? Mass. That isn't available. So it will exceed the maximum mass. So what we're trying to do is get the mass of the ship down so that we can put the 4D thrusters in. And then we'll build the weight of the ship up again. But I'm not sure what the limit is to get it down to that. Well, let's put those in for now. So that gets us up to 77 light years, and we are still effectively not engineered. I mean that's pre-engineered. Right, so the power distributor we can't make that any lighter because there's no engineering options to make power distributors lighter. Sensors are already lighter. Tank, so it's only frame shift drive. Let's put the lightweight frame shift drive in. So replace module. Put the lightest one in we can. So that will be a 2D. Fine, equip. Right, so it's giving us a 1 light year jump range, but it will it was saved as a ton. Let's see if that enables us to put the smaller thrusters in. Replace module. So have we become light enough for the... Right, so even the 3A thrusters, which are heavier than what we've got at the moment, will not handle the weight of the ship. Right, so let's go back and we'll put the other frameshift drive back in. So we want the I've got two pre-engineered ones. One of those had mass manager. Is the other one mass manager as well? Right, so that's a pre-engineered one that hasn't been had any experiments effects. So this is what size is the bay for the can we put a size 6 one in there, or is it limited to 5? Incompatible slots, so we can't put a 7 in there. So it looks like it is size 5. So yeah, so this is probably going to be the frameshift drive we stick with. Right, let's go and make the power plant lighter. See, I mean, probably make that lighter by a ton. I mean, how heavy is it? Power plant. So it's only a ton. So make it lighter by half a ton. That may just get us into the bound where we can get the lighter frameshift, the lighter power supply, the lighter thrusters. Right. So, where do we need to go for that? It is. Power plant. Power plant. We need to go to Q Maki. So navigation galaxy map. I think that is down. If I remember right. I think it's possibly furthest one away. I think it's that one. Why is it not showing? Pilots Federation. Yeah, that's the one. Right. This is probably going to be a few jumps. So we have got a jump range of 70 at the moment, haven't we? Oh, let's see. All right, I'm not. Ah, so Mellors, welcome to the stream. I've got the jump range up to 77 light years. I'm hoping to improve that, but I'm not quite sure how at the moment, because at the moment we've just removed everything off the ship. And I've still got to put things like a SRV and fuel scoop on. So I don't think this is going to be. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this better than the Anaconda at the moment.
Landing gear retracted.
All right, how many jumps we got? 4 jumps. Yeah, I don't think fuel scoops weigh anything, so that's probably not going to slow me down. But shields and an SRV are going to decrease the jump range. Where's my target gone to? Can't be there already. Right. Don't know what's happened there. Galaxy map. I'm not sure why that's not. My destination's changed. Either that or where I am has changed. All right, let's go back here. Right, Galaxy map has reset itself again. So it looks like we've got bugs with the Galaxy map again. Every time you go to it, it resets to not how you left it. Right, let's try again.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, there was an update. It took about half an hour to download. Yeah, and I put some money in to actually buy the ship. So you can get the Mark II Python now. I haven't checked, but I don't think the Type 4. Sorry, the Type 8. I don't think the Type 8 is available yet to buy for credits.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, in the new release we've got Power Play, Power Play 2. I haven't explored that in much detail yet. I did have a quick look at the new Power Play map. It hasn't got the bubbles that were in the old version. I have to say I wasn't that interested in Power Play before. I don't think I'm going to be interested in it now, but I will give it a go. See what it does. And I believe we've got. I still think there's one Titan to be killed, so I'll probably get involved with killing that. Let's have a look at the Fargoid War. Yeah, so we've got one Titan left to kill, and I'll probably get involved in that, as I've not been involved in any of the activities to get rid of the Titans. I did a bit at the beginning of the Fargoid War. Just managing systems and trying to get systems back, but yeah, I've not done anything. I'm collecting resources from the Titans, but I've not done anything really regards killing them. Right, so we've got somebody else in the system, and they are doing the same that I am. They're in the Mandalay, and yeah, they're getting their power plant engineered as well. Again, this probably won't be the last power plant, the power plant that I use. So what I do when I build a ship is I put everything in it that I need, and then build the power plant up with engineering to be as light as possible. Yes, there's no point in putting the power plant in until last because you don't know how big it's going to be or how much you're going to need. So yeah, I'll put my final power plant in at the end. It may be this one, but yeah, not going to have a great deal of need for power for this. So just keep the thrusters, keep the shields up, and that's about all the need. You do need enough to power the SRV, but you don't need to be able to power the SRV while you're in space. So you just put the SRV in a slot that only comes on when you've landed. Well, this is a very interesting texture on the planet.
Orbital flight engaged.
Accelerating to the planet again. Yeah, very interesting texture.
Zorgon Peterson Oscar Victor Echo. Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request.
So Paul, how are you getting on with Call of Duty Black Ops?
Permission authorized. You may
I watched the
proceed to
first two streams. No, actually, I watched the first stream and the third stream that you did. Seemed to be quite story heavy.
Landing gear retracted. Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, I'm not sure why half of my interface has changed to back to the orange, and the rest of it's still purple. Something weird's gone wrong there. Right, so what we after? Local services. I think you can do. Are you going to be streaming again tomorrow? And yeah, multiplayer and zombies. Yeah. Right, so power plant. Right, so we want to. Oh, right, this is one I've already engineered previously. Oh, there's no lightweight option. Does that put the mass up? Mass, yeah, it does put the mass up. Right, okay, let's see if we can buy a different power plant here before I go through and destroy one that's already been engineered. So, outfitting. Yeah, I'll try and join you on your stream. Right, so what we want core internals, power plant. Yeah, I must have picked one up that I'd already engineered. Power plant 2D. So we want to replace that with a brand new. Oh, I haven't got a brand new 2D one. Why would an engineer not have the things they engineer in the store? All right. I'll just can't be bothered to go back and get one just to avoid that. So we'll re-engineer that existing one. Right, so power plant, select. Right, so overcharged, low emissions. So I don't think any of these. Right, power, so that. So that. Right, so it seems like armored puts them. Oh, right, so armored overcharged. Right. Let's just go in and into outfitting and just remove the modifications on that. So core internal power plant. This will permanently remove the modifications. Right, okay. So let's see. Right, so armored puts the mass up. Overcharged doesn't seem to put the mass up. Does it put the mass up? And low emissions puts the mass up as well. So we'll go for overcharged, and we'll just put 1 on there. So generate modification, and then the experimental effect of stripped down. Right. Right. So right. So that has got it as light as possible. What do these? Right. So overcharge doesn't seem to affect the mass, but it does change the heat, the integrity, and the heat. So I'll leave that at 1 for now, and if I need more power later, I'll overcharge it. But that should be enough. Right. Okay. So let's see what that's done to the jump range. 80.95. So that's given us an extra 4 light years jump range. So that's still a lot lower than I was expecting. Right, okay, we'll go back to Shinata Desrier and see if we can put in that lightweight thruster. That will save us another ton. Does it actually tell me how heavy the ship is anywhere? Right, ship. Right, stats. Current light range. Again, that's shield capacity. Armor. Right, so it doesn't actually tell me what the weight of the ship is. Did it? I don't think it does that in outfitting either. Outfitting. Right, so what I've got speed, pitch roll, so that's a raw speed, the rotation speeds, jump range, deployed, undeployed, insurance cost. Oh, what's cycle ship spec mean? Ah, okay. Total mass 400. Right. Cargo capacity 30 tons. Total mass right, it's got two numbers there, so it's 278 tons or 473 tons. I'm not sure which one of those is the actual mass. I've never seen this before. What else we got here? Right, total damage. Okay, so it's damage specs. Ship specs. Shield strength, so that's the shield specs. I've never seen this before. Okay, armor resistances. Again, they are pretty low. Integrity, armor rating, and we're back to the jump range. Right, okay, I'm not sure if that's new, but yeah, that's quite good. Right, back to Shinata Desria. Right, launch. Navigation.
Released. Departure authorized.
Oh, look at it, it's just below the horizon. Ah, right. I've got enough fuel to get back. Contacts, jet hole. Press docking.
Docking permission authorized. You may proceed to landing pad 04.
Taking damage.
Docking procedure completed. Ship secured. Greetings, Commander. Ship released. Departure authorized. Automated flight control protocol now offline. Thank you, Commander.
Right, okay, let's head back. I wonder if I've got a list of my max jump range. Yeah, so my Anaconda. Where is it? My Anaconda has a jump range 81. Is that right? 81 light years. I think it's probably, yeah. I'm sure I've had it up to 83, but it's 81. And this is so far nowhere near that, and I don't know how to improve it. Let's see what other exploration ships have I got. The Asp Scout has a jump range of 61 light years. Laden, yeah, so 61, and that's unladen. My Explorer. Where's the Asp Explorer? Asp Explorer has a jump range of 70, so it's beaten the Asp Explorer. What about the Diamondbacks? The Diamondback Scout is 55, so that's not very much at all, really. The Diamondback Explorer is 68. Right, so it's better than everything except the Anaconda. Again, they are fully functioning ships with shields, which this doesn't have at the moment. So I don't think this is going to be as good as they said it was going to be. All right, where are we? I don't suppose anybody knows what the maximum capacity of a class 3 thruster is. And even if we do get it down, it's only going to save a ton, or a ton and a bit maybe. Right. All right, let's see if we can find guides. Oh, make that jump. Right, I'm trying to find what the minimum mass is the minimum mass for a class 3 thruster. Can't remember which website I used to use for this. Right, somebody behind me. They're in a Mandalay too, so they're not likely to be firing on me, or it's not impossible. Right, the Elite Dangerous Wiki doesn't seem to cover ship modules anymore. Let's see, ships. Outfit. Oh, there we go. Engineering equipment. Right, see what it says. Thrusters. Alright, class 3 mass. So it tells me the mass, power draw. Right, so the class 3 is right. So the optimal mass for a class 3 is 180 tons. And it looks like this ship is going to be far too much for that. So Yeah, so I got a feeling everything I've done so far today has been wasted time. Yeah, too soon.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay, what's happened there? Is it frozen again? Yeah, there we go.
Zorgan Peterson, Oscar Victor Echo. Welcome to the station, Commander. Please fly safely. Permission authorized. Cleared for landing on pad 4-5.
Scan detected.
Do not deviate from your current vector. Ground crew ready for arrival.
I think this says do not deviate from my current vector. Yeah, it's quite close. There's a lot of commanders here, as you would expect.
Hull integrity compromised. Taking damage.
Right, okay. Starport services.
On the ground. Perform landing checklist. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
Outfitting. Right, optional internals. No, so core internals. Just check we're not carrying any cargo. I don't think we've got any cargo. That could be why I couldn't get rid of that inventory. We are carrying cargo. Right, no wonder. No wonder the jump range. Right, so we've got. Right, let's go and sell that. That explains why the jump range is what it is. So sell. Sell. Doesn't look like I've got anything to sell. Oh, there we go. Beryllium. Sell that. And palladium. Sell that. Right. Okay. So everything. Yeah. The jump range was low because we're carrying 2 tons of cargo around with us. Let's see what that's done. Right. Starport services. Outfitting. Yeah. No difference Main jump range. Right, no difference to the jump range there at all. Right, inventory is empty. Right, let's say the current jump range is 73. There's nothing in storage. Inventory doesn't, in inventory. Storage doesn't weigh anything. Alright, there is one thing I could do. We could put a smaller fuel tank in, see what effect that has. Optional internals. Have we got anything else we can sell? Right, Super Cruise Assist. Right, that has... Doesn't look like that has any mass. We can't get rid of that because we won't be able to land on the planet if we do that. Well, let's get rid of the Super Cruise Assist. Optional internals. We can get rid of that now. That's why we couldn't sell that, it's because we had stuff in it. Right, so that's made nothing to the, no difference to the distance, sell that. That's made no difference to the distance either. I'll just buy that back for now. Where's the buyback option? Is there a buyback option? All modules. Yeah, I'll leave it. Right, so I don't think you can even get rid of the planetary approach suite. Alright, let's see what happens if we put a smaller fuel tank in. So what we've got a... Right, so yeah, so the smaller fuel tank does make a difference to the current range, but it doesn't make any difference to the maximum range. Right, so that's a 1C. We can't go to a 1D. We've tried that already. Power plant is a 2D. Is there anything smaller than a 2D? Replace module. No, there are no size 1 power plants. That's the one we just engineered, isn't it? Right, thrusters. Right. Oh, we haven't engineered the thrusters yet. I think we can possibly get those lighter. It looks like 4D. 4D is 4 tons, so we might be able to get 2 tons off that. That may give us a few more light years. To E. Yeah, we can't get the the freezing because. Right, so we're stuck with the 4D thrusters. Thrusters 4D, frame shift drive. Again, this is. How can I see what the? That is a pre-engineered one with a reduced mass. So I don't think you can get better than that. And it's a class 5 slot, so yeah, you can't put a 6 in there. So right, we're stuck with that. Life support's already light. Power distributed is been made light. Sensors have been made light. The fuel tanks. All right, okay. Let's put a fuel scoop in there. I don't think fuel scoops weigh anything. So, oh, have we got any utility mounts? No. So we haven't got any utilities. Haven't got any hard points. No. Oh, there's no planetary vehicle hangar. Right, that is terrible. Yeah. I feel ripped off now. What's the point of an exploration ship if you can't get out when you get there? Right, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, yeah. Not pleased with that. That isn't good at all. So the jump range is no better than an Anaconda, and you can't. Yeah. So at the moment, an Anaconda is still the best exploration ship. This was supposed to be the best exploration ship. Right. Okay. Let's see what else. All right. So we were going to put fuel scoop in there. So we'll put bigger fuel scoop as possible. All right. Fuel scoop. Oh, I have two already. Are they engineered? 6A. So they need some more power, but they don't have any mass. So, all right, that's not here. That's in my ship. As I'm not engineered, I'll just buy a 6A. Well, that's not done anything to our jump range. Shields. Let's put a size 2 shield in there. Where are they? Shields, modular reinforcements. It's shield generator. So I've got a size 1A prismatic. That weighs 2.6 tons. Or 1D. Is there a 1D? Shinata Desria does still sell all the module types, doesn't it? I'm wondering if Shinata Desria no longer sells all the different module types. 2A, 2E. Or they're just not in order. I think they're ordered by price. Right, so there's a 1A, 2, right, there's 1C, 2E, 2D, 1C weighs 2C. Right, so the 1C is the 2D is the lightest. It's the lightest here, so that the Brisbane's supposed to be heavier, but that's not surprising. All right, I'll put a 2D in there. What's that make? What difference does that make? Can't put a 2D in there because it's too small. I'll put a 3D in there. All right. Optional internals. Right, we're trying to put it in a shield generators. Free, where's free? 3D. 3D, there it is. Alright, that seems to be the smallest shields we can put in there. Alright, as expected, it's put us over the power limit. Can't remember what else we need in an exploration ship. We'll probably need some scanners, don't we? Utilities. So, manifest scanner, experiment, ECM. How does that go? Core internal. Optional internal. Where is it? It is a surface scanner. Detailed surface scanner. Yeah, we need one of those. I've got an engineered one. Quit. Ah, right, vehicle bay. Right, so the vehicle bay, that's because we haven't bought a vehicle bay yet. Let's buy a vehicle bay. So, right, okay. Planetary vehicle hangar, there we go. We want the light one, which is G. 2G, all right, let's buy a new 2G one. Right, so all deducting from our supposedly unbeatable jump range. Right. What else? What else could we need in an exploration ship? Auto field maintenance system. Yes, we do want one of those. We could do with a little one nowadays. So we'll just get delete away anything. So yeah, might as well get a small one of those back. So 1A. Integrity, right, they've got power draw, so it's not, power draw doesn't matter because we'll be turned, everything else will be turned off when we're using it, so, and equip. Right, what else do we want? Cargo racks, we'll fill up anything afterwards with cargo racks. Don't need collector limpets, decontamination limpets, no, possibly repair limpets. Experimental weapons, boosters, FSD. Ah, right, FSD. I forgot about those. Right, let's put a what's FSD? Not Indictor, FSD booster. Right, I forgot about the FSD boosters. 88 light years. So right, so it's the FSD booster which I was missing. Right, so 88 light years. So that is now better than an Anaconda. So that is good. Right, what else do we need? FSD booster. Flight assist. I can do without that. Fuel scoops, fuel tank, fuel transfer limpets, hatch breaker limpets, cargo reinforcements, meta alloys reinforcements, multi-limpet controller, passenger cabins, hangar, prospector limpets, recon limpets, refinery repair limpets. So yeah, repair limpets are a good idea. So we'll put a 1A repair limpet in there. Actually, let's swap that to the 1A slot. It's free. Right, yeah. So the FASD booster, that's the thing I was totally forgetting about. Right. I don't think we actually need anything else in there, so we can put refinery, shield generators, got shield generators, surface scanner, repair limpets, research limpets. Wonder how much a multi-limpet controller weighs. Rescue limpets. 12 tons. Yeah, they are all not light. So how much was the repair limpet? How much did that weigh? Oh, we've got 1Ds. 1D repair limpet. I think I'll put a 1E in. That's back. Repair limpets. Oh, I put a 1A in. Sell that. Not made a huge difference. And we'll put in a in a 1D. Where is it? Repair, research, repair limpets. 1D. So that's only half a ton. Right, so that's your jump range. It's still only 81. So that's only just better than a. I've had my Anaconda better than that. I haven't bought an SRV yet either. Let's put an SRV in there. I'm not sure if these actually add to the weight. Didn't seem to make any difference to the weight of the ship. Right, optional internals. So that's a 1D. That's a 2G, which is the lighter one. Can we get lighter than that's 6 tons? Can we get lighter than that? Planetary vehicle hangar. Yeah, so 2G. Oh, what's happened there? Lost connection again. Oh, we've still got to engineer the thrusters, so that can get us a little bit more weight off. Looks like we lost connection. Yeah, here we are, back in. Can't connect to the server. Looks like the servers are down. Let's just have a quick look to see if the launcher is telling us anything about that. Ah, it's back. Back, right, continue. Let's go in solo again. Alright, starport services. Right, I don't think I need to buy any utilities. Chaff ECM experimental. What the experimental ones do? Heatsink. Pulse neutralizers, no. Heatsink launcher. Hopefully we won't need that. Kill warrant scanner, manifest scanner, port defenses, pulse wave analyzer, weight scanner, shield boosters. No, we don't need those. Back. And hard points. I'm pretty sure I don't need anything in hard points. Oh, there are only they're pretty much weapons, but if there's anything in there that is exploration based. Alright, so go back to the optional internals and we'll just fill it up with cargo racks. Might as well have anti-corrosion ones. I'm going to go and reduce the size of the... Oh, I didn't go in. Cargo rack. 3. Oh, transferred one from the other ship. 3, let's buy one. And we'll go back to the core internals. Let's try reducing the size of the fuel tank. See what effect that has on the jump range. So replace that with a fuel tank. Right, our jump range has dropped to 76. Right, I should have theoretically just lost 16 tons of weight. Launch. Right. We'll now go and see Prof Palin and get our... actually, is it Prof Palin?
Ship uncoupled. Maintain correct lane on exit.
Landing gear retracted.
Right, who are we going to see? We want to engineer the thrusters. So I think that is Prof Palin. Yeah, this is Prof Palin for thrusters. So, right,
You have left
Galaxy
the
now.
power zone. Be careful out there, Commander.
Right, still showing a different destination. So, I mean, well, just locked on here, but it's showing our destination as being there. Okay. So still lots of bugs that need fixing.
Frameshift drive charging.
All right, I'm going to set a target more than 100 light years away to see how many jumps we're going to get out of a full tank now I've reduced its size. Right, so galaxy map. Right, so that is probably get 3 jumps out of a full tank with the smaller fuel tank. That's about the same as an Imperial cutter, Corvette. Is it the Corvette? Yeah. So with an Anaconda, you can get 4. So yeah, that wouldn't be very good for traveling around the edge of the galaxy. where you're in a region where there are no stars to refuel. Right, let's reset the destination. I don't quite like the colour scheme on these. There we go. Right, so it's going to have a probably going to have a better jump range if we dump the vehicle hangar. But yeah, so it's quite similar to an Anaconda, but it's not better. Right, so yeah, so what we'll do is we'll go here, and I'm going to go over to my fleet carrier, and we will compare this to my exploration Anaconda. Let's see what difference it makes. Right, so my exploration Anaconda has got pretty much the same build as this. The only difference is it has two SRV hangars and two field maintenance units. So, having just been around the galaxy, didn't need a two field maintenance units. And the reason you have two of those is so you can repair your field maintenance unit. But I didn't really need that because there's so many fleet carriers around now that you don't need to go that far to get to one. And again, the same reason for the twin hangar bay. I was expecting to run out of power. I didn't run out of power. The temperature is pretty low, 21 degrees. Ah, right. I have run out of power. My shields haven't come on. So yeah, I do need to engineer the power distributor to get enough power to activate the shields. Wonder what else is off. Ah, right. The guard. Right. Okay. I've still got improvements. The Guardian power things haven't come on yet. Right, okay, so it's not as much doom and gloom as I was thinking. Maybe there are improvements still to go.
Zorgon Peterson Oscar Victor Echo. Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing. Docking permission denied.
How far are we? Is it? Oh, still 9 kilometers away.
Docking permission authorized. You may proceed to landing pad 10.
Oh, that's not 10. 10 is somewhere over here. just missed there. Alright, local services. So let's engineer our
Procedure completed. Ship secured. Greetings, Commander.
thrusters. Right, so probably that adds to mass, so we definitely don't want that. Dirty drive. That's going to add to heat, so that will improve our speed. Doesn't add to mass. Right, clean. That reduces the mass, the mass it can handle. Load power draw. Right, so reducing the power draw is going to be good, so we'll do that one. So it's clean draw. Why is the power draw going up? Right, let's put the strip down on there. The power draw is actually going up with that. We've gone too far. We're going to need to remove that, I think, and do it again. Unfortunately, because this is an engineer's, I don't think I can do engineering myself here. Right, core internals. What were we doing? It was the thrusters, wasn't it? Yeah, because there's no self where there's an engineering workshop. You can't do your own engineering. Right, so let's try that again. So we can't put an experimental effect on until we put something else on. So what's that do? So that's thermal load down, optimal mass up, optimal multiply down. Right, so doing 2 of those. So that's a mass up. Dirty dive puts the mass up, and that dirty drive. So that increases the power draw. So I think all we can do is level 1 on clean drive, because that's the only, well, that lowers the thermal load and it doesn't increase the power draw. Right, so do that, and we do the experimental strip down on there. Right, let's see. Let's see what that's done to the jump range. So I think it's put it up about half a light year. So 88.7 now. And current jump range is 76. I wonder if it's, I wonder what happened to the fuel we had when we, right. I think we've done all we can do. Right, so, all right, core internal. So, unless, right, is there, does Shinota Desria, is there a lighter one than the 1C available in other places other than Shinota Desria? That's a possibility. Right, so that's 2D. That's we did that one earlier, so that's mass, and it's got stripped down on it, I think. Right. How do we view the modifications on it? Let's go back to the modules list. So
Shields online. Shields offline.
right, so let's power up the Guardian Frameshift Drive C. What that does. Right, so I'll go hatch. That can be 4 as well. I don't need that. Right, I think I'm going to call that a day there. There is a little bit to do on this ship, possibly to get it better, but I think I've got that as good as I can get it. And it appears that the jump range is not as good as an Anaconda. Right, where are we going? Go back to the local services. Yeah, I don't think I can get it better than that. Unless there's some new experimental modules out there that I don't know about. But we've got a pre-engineered frameshift drive. They come with 2 upgrades on them. So they have mass manager, and then we've got the experimental mass effect on that to make it lighter. We've got the lighter alloy. Again, apparently that doesn't weigh anything. So yeah, we can't get lighter than that. There's the power plant. That's the 2D. That's the smallest or the lightest one that will do us. And we're going to have to, yeah, we're short on power still with that. So we're going to have to engineer that to get it to actually power everything. The thrusters, they're the lightest ones we can have. They've been engineered for mass as well. The frameshift drive, yeah, we just talked about that one. Life support is on 4D, and that's been engineered for lightweight, so that's only sort of 0.6 of a ton, so that doesn't weigh much. Power distributor, again, that's a 2D, and that's only 0.6 of a ton. And the sensors, 5D, which is the smallest you can get in this ship. For some reason, I don't know, but the size of the ship dictates that the class of sensors you have to have. You can't put a 4D sensor into a class 5 ship. So yeah, that has been engineered for mass. The fuel tank is we've gone down to a smaller one. Right, so in the internal, so I could get rid of the vehicle hangar, which would save us 6 tons. So that would increase the jump range, but what's the point of an exploration ship without a vehicle hangar? Again, we could get rid of the limpets. That would save half a ton. The auto field maintenance unit doesn't weigh anything. The scanners don't weigh anything. And the fuel scoop doesn't weigh anything. So even though it's big, it doesn't actually affect jump range. So yeah, I think that is it. I think that's the limit. That is 88 light years fully laden and 76 unladen. And my Explorer Conda has a fully laden jump range of 81 light years and right, okay. All right, that has an unladen. All right, it's better than the Anaconda, although probably not by much. But no, I'm pretty sure so it's unladen one, which is that number there, which is 88. That is better than my Anaconda, but that one. So that is the minimum fuel one, I think. Just slightly better, slightly better. So that's fully laden. So right, so that's why that went down. It's because I put the cargo racks in, and it could be heavier now if I filled it up. Right, so yeah, 2 light years better. So yeah, it is better than the Anaconda. I won't be using the Anaconda again for exploring with that, but it's not the 100 light years I was hoping for. Right, okay, thanks everybody. I will be streaming again soon. I'm not sure what subject I'll be covering. But yeah, hope to see you in the next stream.